What does he do
He
after that?
stands on the field, holds up 4 fingers, and cries like a little baby.
Cries like a little baby.
And
How does he
there's
explain?
no way that you're telling me he forgot that it was 4th down there. Not a chance. Absolutely not. I think it was a little childish of him to stand out there holding up the 4.
I do think he forgot the down, and here's why. Brady goes back to the sideline, and he looks at the iPad, he looks at the Surface tablet, goes over the plays, and chucks the tablet
Back on the bench.
about 5 yards, just like a
Nice check down throw.
nice check down throw, like the one he threw for Ronald Jones on 2nd down.
Yeah.
About a 5-yard chuck of that tablet. So he knew it. He was pissed. That looked like a man who was pissed at himself.
Will you have a homebrew segment? We have 3 different ways of making coffee at home. We have 3 different types of instant coffee, which is kind of a sham. Not the best. Brian buys some nice Brazilian coffee beans. Matt has his
from
own.
El Rey.
Yeah, and presses them in his French press.
Yep.
Matt has his own coffee maker in the corner there, and upstairs there's another French press. So there's a lot of diversity.
There's 2 French
We have
presses
2
now?
French presses in
No
our
way.
house. 9 people, 2 French presses.
I outsource a lot, so going to coffee shops, I think, is something that a lot of students need. And a lot of students haven't opened their eyes to the concept. People have been stuck to their homes, have been stuck to their bedroom offices. And I know we just talked about staying healthy with COVID. People think this may be a health hazard going to coffee shops now. Inside, a lot of these places have open for indoor and outdoor seating. As long as you have your mask on times that you're not eating or drinking, you can sit there. Zach Passios, good morning.
Good morning, Aiden Hatton. How you doing?
I'm doing great. This paragraph, who's the author on this? Steve Garbarino. I want to give you a shout out, Steve. This was a beautiful piece of writing, and I may not agree with your opinion, but the way he scripted the sentence.
We'll have to post it on Games and Grub after.
Yeah, this is a beautiful paragraph, and I want to read it. To those who always sniffed at the self-serve station, it should have been tossed long ago and merits no eulogy. Salad and hot bars snobs find them unappetizing, their open-air fixings exposed to coughs, and pick up with shared utensils, containers topped with sneeze guards splattered with ranch dressing. That was a heck of a 2 sentences right there, Steve, but I love it.
Hey, what's up? This is Kendall.
Kendall, how's it going, Kendall?
I'm doing good. How are you? I am in Minnesota right now. Just going to call in for Nerf of the Week. Well, we got a text from Zach about 2 minutes ago saying someone should call in and say I'm Nerf of the Week, and I'm sorry to disappoint.
That may or may not have happened.
I may or may not be on that text chain as well, so I can neither confirm nor
Bridget
deny.
is this week's Nerf of the Week.
Bridget?
Yeah, because she ran her marathon
Oh,
last
yes.
weekend.
Bridget and Bobby ran a marathon. Do you have a time on that, Kendall?
She was 3:29, I think.
3:29.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Way to go, Bridget. Seriously.
That's
know.
a fast.
That's the epitome of way to go, Bridget.
Way to go, Bridget.
Marquette didn't announce, but the city of Milwaukee has put up the billboards. It is official that the real estate in between Starbucks and Makiyaki Sushi
Oh, this is great. This is big news for Marquette right now. Listen up.
will be filled by a combination of Jamba and Auntie Anne's. They are now hiring. Will this succeed?
What an addition to the Marquette campus, Aiden.
Of course it will.
Something that hasn't been on campus in recent years has been a smoothie place.
And side
drink
question,
place.
this isn't part of the question, but did you know that they removed juice from their name?
It's just Jamba now?
It's just Jamba now. Jamba Juice, I feel like, went together. Like, Jamba Juice was in the Sicko Mode by Travis Scott. It was in the lyric.
I don't know. This
it
could
was part of it.
change. This could change a little bit of campus culture.